Hi, I'm Nick.
And I'm Mckenna.
And this is What's on My Nightstand. So, last week we started our new format, which is we're going to read a book every month, and that's going to give us a better opportunity to really dive into what the book's about, and also gives you a unique opportunity to acquire the book and also read along with us.
Yeah, and speaking of reading along with us, we'll have our books and the bookshop link in here so that you can go in there, you can see what books we're reading. If you want to read along with us, you can go ahead and buy them from there. And bookshop's really fun just to like peruse around, and they have like a ton of titles you can look up by just the genre, and I sat there for like 20 minutes today just looking at like different books and the titles, and it was a lot of fun just kind of getting some books that like I want to read, you know.
Yeah, it's super. It's super cool. We're gonna have all of our new team members kind of grabbing some books and introducing those. But more about that at another time. Let's jump in here. So last week I introduced Black Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. So I kind of screwed up. I introduced this book last week as a sci-fi title. I think I used the sci-fi tab and it kind of led me to this, and that's why I thought it was that. It truly is a fantasy title. This book is already amazing. This is so deep. It is, the lore of this book is already just, it's crushing my mind with how much depth there is in what Rebecca Roanhorse has written here. The one really cool thing that I think that this book brings that other fantasy titles don't is that typically a fantasy title is kind of set in like a European medieval type setting, right? But this is really set in that South American, Mayan, Aztec, Incan inspired world. Like you can really, when you're reading this, you can see the characters dressed like that, and the settings are just these beautiful South American type setting. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's, in my mind, it truly is amazing. The magic and the lore of it is super cool. The social dynamic of it is really awesome. I'm really enjoying this. I really recommend this. This is a highly recommend. I'm already can't wait. I'm not even finished with this. I can't wait for the next title to come out. So that's where I'm at on it. So check it out. Bookshop link, get it, read along. It's awesome.
Yeah.
What about you?
All right, so the book I introduced last week was We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, and so far I'm loving it. I'm probably a little biased too. Like, I love where it's based at right now because we went to Massachusetts last year and we're actually getting married next year in Martha's Vineyard, Edgartown. And this book, I actually didn't even know that, is like taking place in Edgartown, and they talk about all the little islands and things. So I think that's like really cool, and so I love that. And then I'm really excited already by just the author of this book. I think I'm gonna love any other books that she writes, like the way she details like the feelings, that they're like feeling in the book, and like expresses it is so like detailed and deep, and it's kind of different than the books I've been reading. So it took me a minute to like lock in like how she was like expressing this, but I'm loving it, and I can't wait to read more.
She was telling me the one night it was complex because of like the social dynamic.
Yeah,
is what you were saying.
yeah, it's a little complex just compared to like the other books. Like they weren't like this, so it just took me a minute to jump over. But I love it though. Like the more I've read, and like the more I'm starting to like get her writing style, and like this book, like
cool.
Yeah. So
awesome. So I think we both can agree that we picked really, really well.
Yeah.
Rebecca Roanhorse, Black Sun, E. Lockhart.
Yep, We Were Liars.
Nice. All right, so check out these links if you're interested in this. We appreciate you joining us today, and we'll see you next week.
All right, bye.
Bye.